These are the Hyperice Normatec Go. They're calf compression devices. So there's two of them, they're separate, but they do connect to each other when you power them on. What I really like about these, USB-C charging. All the other Hyperice stuff, they have like proprietary DC, like the circular chargers. This, I can use my laptop charger, my iPhone charger, iPad charger, whatever you want, plug it into here, and a second one into here and charge them. I wish there was an easy way to charge both at the same time, but it's nice. So these, what do? So they have 3 compression layers. They charge via USB-C. You can power them on, 3 different levels. They use Velcro. Strong Velcro. Velcro. They just open up like this, and then you wrap them around your calf. So the big boots, what you do need to do is take off your shoes. Ideally, you're wearing shorts that are flexible. This, I can wear with my pants. I don't have to take my shoes off. I wrap it around like so. And bam, Velcro it on. Make sure it's nice and tight. Bada bing, I can then power it on with the on button. So here you can see there's a power button and USB-C charging. When you boot it up, now you have start, stop here, changing the levels and the time. You have the option for 15, 30, 45, 60 minutes, and you have 7 different levels that you can iterate through by pressing this button. And then you press start. It's gonna start inflating this one as well as the other one because they're interconnected. So I put 60 minutes level 2. If I change the level on this one here, it's gonna change the level on the other one as well. Look at this, like I can walk around the office while it's compressing my calves. I run a lot. I experience shin splints, and some of the issues I had is just, I feel inflamed around my shins, my calves. So this is a great way to get some blood flow down there without having to worry. I'm gonna increase the level here to 7 because I'm a beefy boy and I like maximum pressure on my body. So how does this work? There's 3 internal chambers in here that inflate, and it's gonna help mimic blood flow. So they actually, Hyperice on all their devices, they try to start from the bottom and blood flow up. Even the legs will work the same way. So it really tries to mimic your natural blood flow. So it starts from the bottom and pushes up. And it's to help push any deoxygenated blood out of this area, get some more compression in your muscles, your soft tissue, increase blood flow. And this is their patented pulse technology for calf-specific treatment. I like that I'm holding it up like this so you can kind of see it working. And this is what it sounds like if I hold it near my chest. That's the humming sound. These are relatively quiet, I would say. You could use them in the office without it bothering people while you're working at your desk, which is absolutely insane. Now, why calves? Calves function as your quote unquote second heart. Some people say it helps pump blood from your lower body back to your heart, and it has to work against gravity. So if you're pumping blood here, you're helping really refresh your entire system potentially. And like I said, I have shin splints. I actually experience the most amount of inflammation and pain in my shins. So having something like this is the most valuable area of compression versus the Nike Hyperice boots, which I also have, which is around my feet. Like those, I love these. The boots, which are very big, but they do your entire leg, quads, calves, hamstrings. And these are supposed to improve compression better than just compression socks, which if you watch my main channel, you've seen me wear those. Now, who is this good for? Honestly, if you travel a lot, your blood flow decreases in the flight due to dehydration, air pressure. Having this on an airplane can be extremely valuable. I like using these and also the Firefly as like help increase blood flow. Those are my 2 favorite blood flow increasing devices. If you have calf tightness, shin splints, lower leg pain from running, if you sit at a desk all day and you suffer from poor circulation and swelling in your lower legs, this is really nice. And if you want compression therapy benefits without dealing with hoses, control units, or full boot bulk, this is a great way to do that. Wow, this actually feels really nice. And we do have a link down below. If you click that link, it helps support the channel. Now the full boots are $800 to $1,100, which is way more expensive than these. They're bulky, cumbersome, and they're not great for maybe a casual user. Ooh, it's really pushing. This is max 7. You can see right here. This is what it looks like when it's fully maxed out. This is inflating with air on this little pump. I'm just very impressed. The big boots, the pumps are massive. This is like very impressive for what they're able to build. Now, massage guns requires you to hold it and kind of do the motion. This luckily does not, it does it for you. I love products that you just slap on and it works for you. And then the other ones like the hip attachment, the boots, they require plugging it in, charging those things. This is just a simple, you can pack in your backpack, taking a carry-on, effective way to get compression with the least amount of space and effort required. They weigh about 1.2 pounds per sleeve, which the boots weigh 8 to 9 pounds, the big ones, and they fit calves up to 22 inches in circumference. The pressure range is 40 to 220 mmHg, which is actually stronger max pressure than the Normatec 3 boots, which are 30 to 110. So it gets almost double the maximum pressure. There are 7 adjustable intensity settings from gentle to aggressive massage. You've got your duration from 15, 30, 45, 60-minute options. And the battery life gets you about 3 hours continuous use per charge. And it takes about 4 hours to fully charge them when they're not in use. You can use any 5-volt dual USB-C charger with a dual port wall adapter. That's also included. I've lost it already, but that's okay because I just use my iPhone charger. There's also a Bluetooth app, so they can connect via Bluetooth to your Hyperice app. So you can control the settings, figure out recommendations on which features and compression to use. They're TSA approved, so you can carry them on an airplane, use them while you're traveling. There's no hoses, no external control unit, no outlets required during use. They're portable. I can walk around the office with these. Game changing. Now, what are the downsides? It only does your calf muscles, so you're not getting your quads or your hamstrings like the full boots would, but then you do get to walk around, which is a big difference. It doesn't address knee pain, IT band issues, upper leg soreness, and if you're a runner who's more quad dominant, these just might not give you the relief that you need. The noise, that humming sound, could be, bothersome to other coworkers in the office, but I think they're relatively quiet. I feel like you could probably take calls with these on and people might not notice. But then if you want to use them at night in a very quiet area, that's where they might be too loud. But like during a movie, I don't think it's going to be that loud. Now, in terms of pressure, they get very strong. I like maximum pressure. I think these get high pressure enough where it's valuable. The other issue is the Velcro can kind of wear over time, but they are very strong. So it's pretty effective, but it might loosen. But then if it doesn't work, you do have to buy a whole new sleeve. Like there's no easy way to replace the Velcro. It's like one unit. There's no storage or travel case for like traveling. I wish there was an easy way. But then again, they're kind of soft, so you can kind of just toss them in your backpack and not worry about it. And they cost $329 versus the $800 Normatec 3 boots, or the $1,100 Normatec Elite, or versus the Therabody Jet boots, which are $800, or the Therabody Jet boots Prime, which are $600. So these are still not cheap for just your calves. The boots cover more, and they're like 3 times the price-ish. So is it worth it? I think if you're someone who wants something that you know you'll use at the office when you're doing something else, this is a great way to increase blood flow. They are small, portable. If you travel a lot, it's the way to go. I'll have a link down in the description. If you want recovery on the go, this is the move. If you want full boots, I think those are just more effective in terms of covering a larger area, and it kind of forces you to stay in one spot, which we don't do very often these days. So I would probably say, if you know that you are just not good at sitting still, those are the ones. If you're like, I'm too busy and I need something that I can use while I'm at work, this is the one. Link in the description. Subscribe to Vacations. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.